And in the studio, there's just me on my own. And joining us from Texas is Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Good evening. Hello, everybody.
And from British Columbia, Canada, we have Holly. Hi, Holly.
Hello.
We've got a concise show today. We're going to concentrate on reviewing science fiction shows, but we've also got a really cool comic that we're going to talk about, and other bits and pieces of sci-fi news. Okay, Battlestar Galactica. Season 3 so far is about the humans' flight from New Caprica under the oppression of the Cylons. There's also a small arc about a beacon that points its way to Earth, which is also pretty deadly to the Cylons. I don't want to give too much of the story away, but it's well worth seeing, in my view anyway. What I'm particularly impressed with is the amount of gratuitous in each episode, which is very gratifying, especially this scene with Grace Park. Although, as you'll see, she looks like he's got a bit of a beer belly. Either that or Boomer is pregnant again. The girls too are probably very impressed with how Adama Jr. managed to lose 30 or 40 pounds in a single episode. There are a few inconsistencies and strange scheduling choices, particularly the New Caprica arc, which only seemed to last for a couple of shows, and I would have thought they'd have managed to drag that out quite a bit. I'm glad they didn't. Also the Beacon episode, which killed Cylons, that seemed to only last for a couple of shows too. I like that. I think that's good. It keeps the show fast moving, but some of us have been a bit surprised. What did you think, Michelle?
My brother who watches the thing religiously, he was kind of agreeing with Yins on the whole planet thing. He's like, why, after setting the whole thing up, did they spend so little time there?
It seems like they're coming up with ideas and then abandoning them to me.
Yeah,
like they come up with Starbuck getting married and then, oh, that's all. It just seems like they come up with interesting ideas and, oh, we don't like it this week. Let's drop it.
Is there anything else you want to say about Battlestar Galactica?
Special effects are awesome.
Was that evident in
so.
the latest episode?
No, the latest episode was pretty, talking heads.
Yeah, it dragged on, didn't it?
Yes.
Maybe they've got bigger budgets for some episodes than they have with others.
Well, probably they have budgets for the season and they have to divide them. And, as in other shows that use a lot of CGI and that, there's some shows that just eat your lunch.
Yeah.
And then you have to do ships and model shows on the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only other one that's using a lot of special effects right now is Heroes, especially with the cheerleader there having to heal herself up every 2 minutes.
Yeah, which is another terrific show. I must admit, I've been really impressed with Heroes since it started. I've criticised it before on this show and online because it seems to drag itself along a bit, but it's starting now as we're getting used to the characters a little bit more to develop. We're starting to get a bit more of a storyline. I'm actually starting to be bothered about some of the characters.
Are you okay?
And yeah, they really suck you in with the character development.
Who's your favourite character?
Hiro!
Yeah, mine too. The Japanese guy.
And his friend, Ando. I mean, they're just great comic relief, and they're funny as all get out, so I like that part.
Do you think you're
actually
being able to understand it?
Most of the time I understand what's going on. I also check online, because they have a fabulous website. But they have a whole comic series on there with backstories for the characters that sometimes explains a little more. But I think the ones when you don't understand it is, next week it's revealed more.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
You kind of have to remember.
Only a little bit. Yeah, only a little
Nothing like a show you have to do homework for.
Yeah, well, you don't have to, because I usually figure out what's going on, but it does keep me guessing, and I like that, because normally I watch a show and I'm like, oh, well, this is how it will end.
So, Michelle, you don't watch it, do you? Are you being encouraged to watch it now, or are you going to just wait till it comes out on DVD?
Well, that is my favorite way to watch shows. Yeah. It's instant gratification, and you can sit there and watch, 10, 15, 20 hours.
And it's not going to get cancelled halfway through, eh?
There you go.
Yeah.
And you can, if you want any information, you don't have to wait for it to appear online, because it's already appeared. I just have to go search for it.
Well, that doesn't always work. That doesn't always work. I tried that because there's been rumours going about on who Sylar character is. And I was going to give this big scoop. I was going to say, I know for a fact who Sylar is. It's Sean Bean. And it's true. Well, it was true. There was very faint rumours about it. I checked out on IMDb, and sure enough, the Sylar character was marked out as Sean Bean. He's going to appear for 2 episodes in January or something like that. And I was saving the news up, ready to blurt out on SadCAST. And I thought I'd do a quick check yesterday, and it's disappeared. It's not on IMDb anymore, and it was definitely there. So something's happened, and he's mysteriously had his head chopped off and his brain extracted. So.
Well, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It could be that they're just suppressing it.
Yeah, it just seems very odd that it's on IMDb and then it's off IMDb. So
either he is on board, or they just want to keep the suspense up. And
yeah. I have a feeling.
Yeah, see that it ruined what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be Mohinder's so-called dead sister. Was Sylar. Sylar has never been seen. The character doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah, but he looks.
So I thought maybe it was a girl.
No, it looks like a bloke.
Well, no, also this is a person in a. Well, it's a very skinny little guy then. I guess it's just someone in a baseball cap.
I'm sure Sean B won't appreciate you saying that. He's not going to be impressed.
From the pictures, that's what it looks like. I thought, well, maybe that's why the father had a heart of stone and was, had pushed his daughter too far in her powers, and she snapped. That's what I was hoping would happen.
Now, and did you know on the Heroes wiki website, apparently the Sylar character is going to be played by Zachary Quinto. People who are purporting to be in the know about Heroes say it's one character. IMDb temporarily say it's Sean Bean. I personally really wish it was Sean Bean.